Welcome to Conversations One-on-One, and today we want to talk about, are people interested in love and relationships nowadays, or is it just about the one night stand or the, dating forever? That's what we want to get into. Now, I have my opinions on it, and my love right here has her opinions on it. So we're going to discuss how we feel about this tonight. So, did you want to start things off? Do you feel like people are interested in love and relationships nowadays?
The way I feel is a lot of people has lost faith in love and relationships. So many people play games, and so many people have their hearts broken. It's kind of hard to believe in love in these days and times. But it is possible to find love. Sometimes love just finds you.
Yeah, my opinion is that a lot of people aren't looking for love and relationships or committed relationships. And I think a few things have contributed to that. One of the things I believe is social media, because social media is instant gratification. You swipe, you get the information, you keep it moving. Now that really affects our brains because we don't have to work hard for that bit of entertainment. So translating that into our daily lives, people don't strive to work hard for things anymore. Your brain is trained to click and get it, click and get it, click and get it. Whereas when it comes to a real committed relationship, it takes work and commitment. Something might not work the first time, so you have to go back and try it again. So that leads to people leaving. Even if they have something that may develop into something serious, they may start dating a person because of one thing that actually can be worked on. It could be something small. Oh, he breathed too loud. Or she left her straw paper on the table. I ain't messing with her no more. It'd be something real little, because they don't want to sit down and have conversations and get to know a person and work on something. A long-lasting relationship requires work. It's not that, you can choose to work on it or not. No, a long-lasting relationship requires work. There's no way around it, because you have to shape it into what you both want it to be. It's just like gold. When you first mine for gold and you get a chunk of gold, it has all kinds of impurities in it. Mm-hmm. But you have to refine it and get those impurities out by bringing it through the fire before it's that nice piece of shiny gold that you see in the store on a piece of jewelry. And that's the same thing with anything that's worth having, especially relationships. You have to refine that relationship. You're talking about two different people who've had two different lives, who've had two different experience totally different things. You have to come together and compromise and make it to where the relationship can work. Now, there's certain things that is a no-go. It's a deal breaker. For me, it'll be like abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, cheating, things like that. To me, those are major things. But something small like, you forgot to tell me hello when you came in the door. I'm not going to break up with you over something like that. But you have people nowadays that do, because they want things to work out immediately without having to put too much effort into it.
If people has after you've wasted so many years and so much time in different relationships, you just don't want to just waste any more time. So it makes your patience kind of short. And you look for red flags throughout the relationship. So there's going to be always a point where you're looking for red flags.
And I'm not saying that a person shouldn't look for red flags, but we have to know what are red flags that can't be worked on and what are things that can be worked on or compromised on. Like I said, cheating can't be compromised on. And there's a lot of people that do compromise on it. I done seen relationships where the man keep cheating and the woman keep staying with him, or the woman keep cheating and the man continues to stay with. And that's fine if that's how y'all live y'all life. Cool. People are different. That's just, I don't compromise on that. Putting your hands on someone, I don't have problems. I don't have to worry about anybody putting their hands on me out here in these streets. So I'm not gonna come home to a relationship and I have to worry about my significant other putting their hands on me. That's something I can't compromise on. Verbal abuse. Everybody, even strangers that I meet on the street, they talk to me with respect. So I expect my significant other to talk to me with respect. How can I get more respect from a stranger on the street than my significant other? So those, to me, those are major things. But when we talk about red flags, to me a red flag would be getting cursed out over something small. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag, because if you curse me out over something small, what if I do something big? You gonna be ready to shoot something. I ain't trying to be here for that. You know what I'm saying? But I understand past relationships does kind of I don't want to say PTSD.
It's PTSD.
But it does affect the way that you behave in current relationships, which is a hard one, because we can't use past situations to dictate how our current situation is going to be, because it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not even fair to the person that's using the past relationship, let alone the new person in your life that didn't have anything to do with the past relationship. You know, so it's a tricky one, but it's something that we have to use personal development to kind of what would you say, to kind of get past that. Now, it takes time to heal. It definitely takes time to heal. So we just have to put in the work in that aspect as well when it comes to personal development.
What about the divide between black men and black women right now? It's like we can't agree on anything, and black men are not seeing black women as desirable, and black women are not seeing black men love them as much as we feel like they should love us.
Well, to me, the problem with that is black men don't know how to be black men, and black women don't know how to be black women.
How's that possible if you're black?
Because we have been indoctrinated by TV, media, school, a lot of things, and a lot of us lack the capacity to think for ourselves. So when black men get these images of how society wants black men to be, but they're not really that way as an individual, that brings confusion. When black women get a false notion of beauty from based on what they see on TV, what's being popularized as far as the lashes, the hair, the BBLs, and all of this type of thing, this is being put in front of your face by Europeans, because back to previous reels we've done, we don't run nothing. So when it comes to the images that are being put on television and social media, that's not being dictated by us. That's being dictated by other people, and the other people of a totally different race. And to give you a contrast, look at what things were in the late 60s, early 70s. Afros were the thing. You was a beautiful black woman if you had your natural hair, you had an afro. Look at the early 90s. If you had fake hair, fake lashes, fake nails, all of that, it was a problem.
Women are trying to make themselves what men desire.
What men really desire these things?
Well, that's what men pay attention to on social media, and you will see a woman with fake ass, fake lashes, fake nails, a whole fake everything, and she would be like a social media influence, but a natural sister, she have like maybe 20-30 likes on her page.
Know what your man likes, because every man doesn't desire that. I saw a reel where someone was going around asking men, fake this or natural, fake lashes, natural, fake ass or natural. 95% of the men said natural, but women still do the opposite, and I don't understand it. Now, first of all, We making somebody else rich by buying all this fake stuff. And you got men doing fake shit too.
Yeah.
You got them doing fake stuff too. So it's not just the women. I'm not trying to bash or anything. I'm just keeping it 100% real. Y'all remember that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will Smith and Tisha Campbell was stuck in a basement or something, and she started snapping all kind of stuff off her nails, her lashes, and all that stuff, the hair. That was a problem. That was a problem. So I want to know, when was the transition where everything that was fake was good, and who caused that to happen? Because I didn't have nothing to do with that. I know I didn't. You know, I'm all for the natural. And if the person that you're with can't accept you for who you are, then they don't want you. They want something that's fake. They got sex dolls out here you can purchase now. You don't need to ask your woman to be something that she's not. You can go and buy you something fake. It's out here for sale, straight up.
But why even be with a woman if you just want something fake?
That's my point. That's the whole point I'm making right now. Go and buy you something. They got sex dolls for the low. You can get 10 of them joints if you want, and pick and choose. My thing is, the problem, the divide between black men and black women is that black men don't know how to be black men, and black women don't know how to be black women. Black men are trying to uphold an image that was popularized by Europeans, plastering it in movies, television, in music, all of that. And black women are trying to uphold an image that was brought to them by Europeans as well. Because when it was up to black directors and everything like that, it was mostly natural. Now the hair might be straightened, you know. I'm gonna keep it real now. The hair might be straightened, but a lot of times it was the woman's real hair, it was the woman's real lashes, it was the woman's real nails, things like that. But later down the line, when the Europeans gained control, you know, BET is now owned by black folks, even though it says Black Entertainment Television. Mm-hmm. That's a topic for another discussion. But when they took over, all of a sudden, fake is the new real. Fake is the new real. And not even just, we're not even just gonna talk about the physical here. Let's talk about mentalities and the way that we treat each other. All these reality shows where everybody's sleeping around, and you're listening to the songs where the man is talking about how many different females he has, and the woman talking about how many niggas she can pull up on with this fake ass and all of this type of stuff. That's toxic. That's negative energy. And we wonder why you don't see as many marriages happening nowadays, because who's going to get married to that? Who's going to get married to that? And then even back to the point where people don't even want to commit anymore. They don't want to just put the time in to make one person happy or be the best version of themselves for the person that they're with, because they love that person that much and they love themselves. So now we got to talk about something else. Self-love. You got to love your damn self before you can love anybody else.
Good point.
So that's another thing. Men don't love themselves and women don't love themselves because they feel like they're not good enough, because they can't be the image that's put onto them by society. Then we got to talk about the economy. Then we have to talk about education. All of this stuff ties in together. It's just so much. So my thing to kind of get to the bottom of it, which is the foundation, personal development. Personal development, meaning people have to work on themselves. You have to be true to yourself. You have to be able to be who you really are. That's the only way you can be happy. And once you become who you really are, you'll attract someone that's going to love you for who you are. Period. That's the simplest way we can get to the bottom of it. But to even get back to the original question of the video, are people looking for love and relationships nowadays? I don't think so.
Me either.
I don't think so. And it's based on all of the issues I stated previously. You know, and it's going to take a lot of work. I don't know. Hey, if you try dating nowadays, people are so weird and fucked up. It's crazy. And
everybody's looking for a bag.
Well, you know, people need to be looking for a bag for themselves, but not for a bag from somebody else.
Yeah.
Now, if you get somebody that's two people that's looking for a bag themselves, when you put that bag together, you got a bigger bag. You know, especially the way the economy is now. It's not like it was back in the day where one person can provide for a whole family. It's just not, because the costs have gone up, but people's pay hasn't gone up enough to support the cost of living.
We going into another conversation.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is, you know, you trying to look for a man with a bag. How many men have a bag to just be thrown to you like that? How many women have a bag to be thrown to another man?
And that's why relationships are struggling right now, because women are looking for multiple sources of income in many different bags, and men are doing the same thing. Men are looking for sugar mamas, just like these women are out here looking for sugar daddies. Nobody's looking for love anymore,
and that's bad. That's very bad. It's not even being encouraged. I don't see love being encouraged like it used to. You know, you had a lot of movies and media, let's just say media, back in the day that was talking about love and real love and true love. Just go back and listen to some of the old school songs. The majority of them is about love. Listen to music now. Not much of it is about love. Not much of it is about love. So the whole dynamic has changed, and what really matters has changed, and it's changed for the worse. You know, so I mean, it's all up to us as individuals to work on ourselves before we can even connect with another person.
Yes.
So I'm very big on words. A relationship, you have the words relate or relation and ship. You have to be able to relate with someone in order to have a relationship. If you do not relate, there's no relationship. If you only relate in one area, there may not be a relationship. If you only relate in, oh, we have good sex. Okay, what about the times when y'all aren't having sex? What are you doing? Y'all don't relate. Y'all don't like to sit down and watch good movies, or y'all don't like the same type of movies, or you don't like to go to the park, walk around in the park. Y'all don't like to do this type of things, then you don't relate. You don't relate in certain issues, or, you know, certain standards and values. You don't relate. So the ship part is gone because you can't go anywhere. So that's important. But like I said, it's all up to us as individuals to work on ourselves. Then you can get with someone and you all can work together because you've gotten yourself together, and then you have a relationship. And if you've never experienced true love, that is something to seek. That should be a life goal, to experience true love, because there's nothing in the world like it. Y'all need to go back and listen to that Luther Vandross and Gregory Hines song, There's Nothing Better Than Love, because they was telling you the truth. Straight up. My love, is there anything else you would like to add to this?
I still believe in love.
I definitely believe in love. Well, that's been another episode of Conversations 101. Like and subscribe, definitely. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on, well, you're on YouTube, but we also have shorts. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Lemon 8. We've got some reels with topics that we don't discuss in the videos, or we haven't discussed yet in the videos. And I'm sure you'll like the content. You know, get y'all some of that instant gratification that take over the nation.
And share. Please share the video to get us in the algorithm. We appreciate it.
Peace.